Hi, Assalamualaikum. In this video, our group will present about deforestation and its impact on humans and animals. Forests cover 30% of the land area on our planet. They help people to thrive and survive by purifying water and air, and also providing people with jobs. About 13.2 million people across the world have a job in the forest sector, and another 41 million have a job that is related to the sector. But forests around the world are under threat, where they were being jeopardized for urban benefits. The threats manifest themselves in the form of deforestation and forest degradation. The main threat in this topic is the large-scale destruction of trees in the woods, which is the act of forest clearing or primarily known as deforestation. In order to make room for farmland, highways, and urbanization growth, these trees are usually cleared off. So, deforestation can occur due to various causes, either from both natural or human factors, such as the wildfires and the greenhouse effect. As for Malaysia, trees are logged for their high economic value. Thus, deforestation is the second largest anthropogenic source of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which has already ranging from 6% to 17%. A large portion of this is caused by the illegal logging. Non-sustainable forest opening or development has led to environmental problems, namely soil erosion, landslides, and flooding. In such situations, biodiversity vanishes if no initiative is taken to preserve or nurture them. When trees are removed without management or monitoring practices, more carbon dioxide is released into the air.
Deforestation causes problems to the environment. Among them are soil erosion and flooding. The soil eroded and swept away, causing farmers to keep moving. Barren lands left behind due to these unsustainable agricultural practices are more vulnerable to flooding, especially in coastal areas. Furthermore, in turn, the water cycle is disrupted when a large number of trees are felled. The water they normally extract, store, and release into the atmosphere is no longer available. The clean ones become restrained and dry. When a tree is removed from a large piece of soil, the carbon dioxide in the area can no longer be absorbed as before, causing the temperature in the surrounding area to rise. Then, alters land too fast to overcome plants and animals, which means many of them cannot survive. In the event of adequate deforestation, the entire species can be eliminated. This loss of life is known as the loss of biodiversity.
Besides, there are a few economic problems and other significant impacts on community livelihoods and income. The first one, community forest resources, scarce sites, water sources, and access paths were badly damaged or affected. In some cases, the lands were badly damaged and not suitable for farming anymore. This is meant by the loss of access to forests and also the lands. Based on the case study conducted in Long Itam, Middle Baram, Sarawak, the Long Itam villagers are burdened by increasing competition for forest resources from other communities. As more young people set up their own families, the need to find more lands will increase too. The next one, community cash income derived from forest resources such as fruits, rattan, gaharu or scented and aromatic wood tree, damar, wild honey and handicraft making has lessened. For example, the depletion of rattan is affecting the source of cash income from rattan handicrafts in Long Itam Middle Baram, Sarawak. The residents could continue tapping rubber only in areas where the rubber trees were unaffected. The same problem was founded in another case study which conducted in Kampung Sebir, Labu Negeri Sembilan. Those people who directly dependent on forest resources are vulnerable when deforestation destroys or depletes the resource base for their livelihood and for cash income. Moreover, community subsistence food such as forest fruits, edible vegetables, and animals have decreased or gone. Environmental problems, as mentioned previously, due to deforestation will cause loss of crops, livestock, and properties. The forest and the environment met many of the nearby residents' basic needs through gathering and hunting animals, fish, and wild vegetables for food and plants for medicine. The last one, quite a number of men perceiving themselves to be the family provider went to seek paid work outside the village when forest resources they could previously depend on were getting scarce. Based on the study in Long Itam Middle Baram, Sarawak, some individuals earn some kind of cash income from cities or urban areas. So, generally, all of these problems will cause the decline in life quality of people in Malaysia.
Next would be the solution on the impacts from the deforestation. First is law and regulations. In this case, government plays an important role in controlling these deforestation issues. It is because government has a special power in controlling law and regulation that been declared in government towards the people. They can be done by imposing heavy fines and prison time, which might scare the irresponsible individual that involved in these illegal activities. Government could also increase more money towards local and active conservation groups in Malaysia to help them together in solving these deforestation issues, so that these issues can be coped easily day by day. Examples of government agencies that involved in the forest department would be Jabatan Perhutanan Malaysia and Perhilitan. After that, sensitization and educative campaigns is also one of the solution. It is a simple matter, but to be known as a workable method to share and explain the infos about the importance of forests and the fines that might the people face if they involve in these illegal activities. In addition, forest rehabilitation programs would be one of them too. These programs emphasize the importance of forests to human and environment, also the relationships of soil and forest trees as well. We have to remember that without soil there is no forest trees. Without forest trees, there is no human beings in this world. Apart from that, increase protected area in Malaysia. It means that preserve the forest from irresponsible people from reaching to these valuable resources that located in the forest. The more protected areas in Malaysia, the lesser deforestation activities happens within people. Examples of protected areas that already have been protected in Malaysia was Taman Negara Royal Belum Perak, Pening National Park, Danung Neli Conservation Area Sabah. These are few examples that been declared as a protected areas in Malaysia.
Replanting or reforestation. Reforestation is replanting of forests that have been reduced by fire or felling. It requires an ongoing process and should not be viewed as a one-time thing. Crop reforestation allows for the accelerated development of forest structure, species composition, clean and abundant water, carbon sequestration, forest wood products for consumer, canopy that provide many benefits including wildlife habitat. Joint organization. Conservation, Wildlife, Rainforest, and Natural Protection Agency are among other environmental programs can join together with a common goal of preserving, restoring, and protecting forests to ensure permanence of the world's natural resources, and they give a good impact because they have a big influence in community, and also a far-reaching impact can likewise be realized if environmental conservation and protection organizations work together. Limit the license permit for the logging. The activities of logging can be reduced a little bit than it usually do. The management of these logging activities must have adequate knowledge in the logging departments to prevent the occurrence of irresponsible parties that taking advantage. When a logging concession is issued, a forest manager must have ready data on the stocking of each forest compartment. The trees must be properly marked to ensure that important trees like mother tree are not felled. For the conclusion, deforestation is very harmful to our community and also to other communities around the world. Actually, the mankind stand to lose much more. Destroying the tropical forest, we risk our own quality of life, gamble with the stability of climate and local weather, threaten the existence of other species, and undermine the valuable service provided by biological diversity. And by continuing loss of natural system could make human activities increasingly vulnerable to ecological surprises in the future.